So I would like to start with a question. So among you, those who are aware about plastic pollution, please raise your hand. Okay, keep your hands up. And among you, who owns a reusable coffee mug? Okay, I still see some hands. And among you, who know about plastic waste pollution, who have a reusable cup, who is using it every day? I see two, three, three. Okay, that's okay. Don't feel bad about it. On average, people use 500 plastic cups per year. It's a fair amount of resources that could be avoided. I want to share about my personal story. It started in 2012 in Shanghai. I just graduated from a bachelor degree in product design, and people in Europe were telling me, okay, if you want to find a job, you should go to China. So here I am, 2012. I found a school with master degree. I'm gonna spend 2 years here, and my goal is to find a job. 2 years, I could like develop project, master project. I had the opportunity to interview people, understand the Chinese market, ask a lot of questions. It was very interesting for me. And 2 years later, I graduated. Super excited, super happy. Um, I hope you'll graduate soon. And I came to China to find a job, and at that moment, when I graduated, I had a job already. So I was quite excited to start my working journey and start working in China. And that's what I did. I started to work like a lot because Shanghai is a city where you have a lot of opportunities for designers. And one of the first projects I was working on, the agency I was working on at, is this SOD Dabao hand cream. So this is the final product after the rebranding. So they were in charge of the redesigning the logo, changing the bottle, and to me that was a big project. It was quite successful because they were able to keep the brand identity, make the logo more clear, and I was like proud of this. Like I want to do this. Like this is exciting. That's what I came here in China for. And I had the opportunity to work on more projects, doing video, photos, packaging. I also did a bit of UI design. Very exciting, very busy city life in China. I had a good salary. I could buy all the things I wanted. I was receiving quotes in the office every day. My life was full, busy and full. Until the moment I saw this photo on Instagram. So the same bottle I was working on happened to be found in the UK, in a beach, and it was just another piece of trash. So the thing I was super proud of and super excited about is just another trash in the ocean. And at that moment, I was like, I realized sometimes making something leads to nothing. Maybe my life was full, I could buy whatever I wanted, but it was a bit meaningless, I would say. And when you arrive to that point, you have two choices. Either you keep going, it's okay, I like the life I'm living, I want to buy more things and work on bigger projects and so on and so forth. Or you can decide to step back and think about like what is really important for you. Do I really want to keep going that way, or can I maybe take action and change a bit? And I choose the second option. I choose to change my lifestyle, start to consume a bit less, be more careful about what I was buying and what the trash I was producing. And at that moment of my life, I came across this YouTube video It's a set of machine to recycle plastic. It was created by a designer in the Netherlands, Dave Heckens, and you can build a machine yourself where you are and start to recycle plastic locally. So I was like, okay, I'm product designer. That's something I can do and will be more meaningful than what I was doing before. The idea is like you collect plastic, you put it in the first machine, you have like flakes, it's shredded into small flakes. Then you put it in the second machine, it heat it up, melt it, and you can have a new object. So from plastic trash, you can have a new item. And I was like also excited by the look of it. I'm a designer. I'm like I want to do this. It's like a cool side project. So I went to Xinjiang, the first hackerspace in China, and I was checking out the space, looking at the tools they have, and see if I could set up this project over there. And what I found was a great team of people. So we put our own money, we spend our own time on the weekend trying to understand how to build this machine, how to recycle plastic. We prototype. The engine was not really working, so we take a bike, cut it out, and make a shredder bike. And we learned a lot, and we wanted to share. So we did events. People were super engaged. They wanted to ride the bicycle. They wanted to understand what is this thing you're doing with recycled plastic. We had like good feedbacks. Usually, topics about pollution is not very positive, but people were interested. So we're like, that's good. Like we want to keep going with this. And in the meantime, we were prototyping on the weekend. We had some plastic. We needed to learn how to melt it and make new objects. And so we took like pots and stuff that were available in the workspace, shred some plastic, put it in the machine, melt it down, and that's what we did the very first piece we made. And we were able to make use of it, but I have to admit that I was a bit disappointed. I mean, as a designer, I had better expectation. But I keep this piece still. And when we arrived at that point, we're like, okay, there is interest for what we're doing, and I want to push it further. So with few team members, we decided to create our own company. We quit our full-time job, create our own, and dedicate more time on this and make it grow. And 2 years after, we were working with a corporate. We went to university, we went to schools, we went to Beijing, Chengdu, Wuhan, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, many different places. We brought our machine with us. We show to people how to transform waste, plastic waste, into a very unique item. That was like really interesting and a lot of good feedbacks once again. But then, end of January, the COVID-19 happened, and we couldn't keep working the way we were doing. We couldn't go to so many different places around China. We couldn't do offline events. It was pretty limited, but it doesn't mean that we cannot have a great impact. It doesn't mean we cannot help people to change their behavior. So the way we decided to go to change, it was work locally. We wanted to help local stores that were also suffering from the situation. And actually, when I changed my lifestyle, I realized there is a lot of ways to avoid plastic waste. We gather a lot of knowledge. We set up this mini app that show you around you where are the places where you can go shopping, bringing your own bag. Where are the coffee that allows you to bring your own cup and get a £5 discount? Where are the places where I can fix my clothes, fix my shoes, fix my computer? So where are those sustainable places around me? And we launched it a few days ago, and it worked. We saw people with their mask on, with their own reusable coffee cup, queuing to get some coffee. So we did it. Like, we were able to push people to change their behavior. And I want to tell you that maybe you can start small with just bringing your own coffee mug. It's not going to be an easy journey. It's not going to change the world just to bring your coffee mug, but it's going to be like a little step, and you can influence other. And I'm not the only one doing this. We're actually like several people around the world, slowly changing our habits, trying to consume better, and trying to just be the change.